You know, just to satisfy my own curiosity, I'm gonna see what happens if I choose to betray Tenmyoji here. This is for purely my own curiosity, because I'm pretty sure we're not getting anything different.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Exactly as I predicted.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
So, that's how it is, huh? Promises are made to be broken, I see.
Sorry. I just couldn't bring myself to trust you.
I could have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah. After all, you did choose betray in the last round.
That was a completely different situation. Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
Don't worry. She'd never try and open the...
Really? Then what's that?
Huh?
I believe she's standing in front of the number 9 door right now.
Yeah, I figured. What the hell? What? I will never get used to how quickly I turn around. Jesus Christ. No. No way. Clover, you're a bitch and I hate you. Also, no one else try and stop her. Like, seriously, we all saw the screen.
Oh, the number 9 door.
She opened it.
Shit!
Clover! What the hell are you doing?
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Alice gave me an order, though.
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AB game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I'm giving you an order as your commanding officer. Escape.
What about the promise you made me?
Promise?
You said you'd listen to anything I said.
So, I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough. Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it?
Oh, you're an asshole. You?
What? Were you thinking of something gross?
Yeah, kind of.
You're a perv.
Hey, come on now. You don't know this about me already?
The number 9 door has been opened.
You know, I probably should have asked this question sooner. How old is Clover?
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so I'll be heading off now.
Clover!
Clover!
Fucking bitch! You're not getting out of here!
Dio leapt toward Clover with a roar, but she danced quickly aside, dodging his punch with ease.
Bye, guys.
Fire! Use your fucking jumping demon powers! I don't know! With a last carefree grin, she leapt through the number 9 door. Well, I mean, that's 2 people that have technically successfully escaped so far. Just over different timelines. And with that, the rest of us were fucked for eternity.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
She's gone.
Well, fuck.
Shit.
All we can do now is wait for her to call for help.
Help, huh? Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? Tenmyoji shed. Tenmyoji said nothing, just shuffled off through the yellow door and out of the room. A cold silence descended on the rest of us. It was a silence that promised to remain for a very, very long time. Yeah, I mean, I figured. Anyway, I'll meet you back in the director's room, where we can actually start this episode off. Let us seek our way out, finally. Because, you know, this might actually lead to a decent ending, other than us being completely destroyed. Anyway, hey there guys, my name is Nix, and welcome back to our Virtue's Last Reward. It feels like it's been a while. I don't have an excuse for that. A balloon. You want it, Quark? I don't need a balloon. I'm not a kid. Really? How old are you? I'm 20. What? No way! Gotcha. I need to work on a Quark voice. Okay, what have we got over here? We've got a terminal with a two-headed lion eating the sun. Gah. It's not opening. Is it locked? Nope, that's too feminine. Is it locked? Yeah, it looks like it. I don't see anything that looks like a keyhole, though. There's this diamond-shaped hole in the middle, though. Do you think we're supposed to stick something in there? Probably. Can I open these cupboards? Nope. What's this? I checked it out earlier, but I think it's just a business card holder. A business card holder? Yeah. It's a file where you put business cards. They've all got weird shapes on the back. I think maybe you line them up in a particular way, then you get some sort of hint. Well, I guess we can give it a shot. Okay. Lola, Tony, Bob, Sophie, Anne, Kate, Ian, Chris, Carol, Michael, Ellen, and John. Well, let's try the old alphabetical order thing first. Oh, okay, I see now. I don't get it. Maybe you don't have enough information. Yeah, looking like that. What's this thing? What is this? One of those training machines you see on late night infomercials? I think it's a facial recognition device. A what? You put your hand on either side and you hold your face in front of the lens. Then it checks your face against whatever it's got in the database. Oh. Huh. How'd you know that? I'm in the salvage business. Every so often one of these babies shows up. It doesn't look like it's turned on. Yeah, nothing's happening when I put my face in front of it. There's something to the right of the lens over there that looks an awful lot like a keyhole. If we had a key for it, you think maybe we could turn it on? I assume so. Okay, gotta find a key. Meanwhile, the fuck is this thing? Haha, now this is brandy. Pierre Perrin's 20-year-old reserve. You can tell that just by looking at it? I can smell it. That's some nose you've got there. Here, just let me have a taste. I don't think so. How can you be so cruel? Expensive Brandley. It's got HO written on it. There's also some, like, red thing on. What's this thing? There's a screen built into the credenza. Question! The fuck's a credenza? I've never heard of one of those. Well, it's like a display cabinet, I guess, but there's something written on it. Starting up. Please wait. What is it starting? Beats me. Well, my money says it just means it won't do squat if you mess with it right now. How about you go have a look at something else? Okay. We've got a laser and a green thing. Huh. Well, putting the expressive brandy on the coaster didn't seem to do anything. The laser beam just went right through it. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? If you keep frying it with that laser, you're gonna ruin the brandy. Pull it out of there right now. I mean, I just wanted to look at... Okay, I got a globe. I just wanted to look at the laser. I didn't want to put the brandy there. Well, that's not creepy, is it? A suit of armor. Well, it's not really a full suit of armor, is it? I mean, it's missing the helmet. So, what should we call it? I'm not sure. Okay, well, I'm just go ahead and call it a suit of armor, okay? Suit yourself. Anyway, it's got some red paint on the neck and shoulder area. Are you sure it's paint? Could be blood. Hey! Don't say stuff like that. Being in a room with a headless suit of armor is creepy enough. Okay, what's this thing? A slingshot and a stabby thing. A short spear. Oh, that, hello, what are you? Why do you look like you're hiding a Wii U tablet? Huh. This is cheap brandy. Alcohol this bad shouldn't even exist. So I think it's best if I dispose of it safely with my... I'll be taking that. Grr. Okay, got a tablet. A blood shelf. A bookshelf. There's some paint on it, the inside. Literary analysis. Philosophy books. Historical adventure saga. There are 3 volumes. I wanted to look at this cupboard. Okay, apparently I can't. What is this? There's red paint on the wall. Looks like there's an outlet right next to it. Why would somebody put an outlet up this high? Well, it's probably not an electrical outlet. Well, what is it then? I think you're supposed to insert something into it. Okay. And the safe's really big. There's gotta be like $100 billion in there. You're such a kid. Maybe they're hiding something they really don't want people to see. Like some video. I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Let's just open it and find out. I don't think... See? Is it locked? Yeah. There's a circular input panel on the top handle. Looks like one of those pressure exchange chamber doors. So, if we just do the same thing we did then... Ah, okay. Ah, this is that. I don't have what I need for this. What about the globe? Oh, I just had to examine the globe. Did I get a thing? I got a world map. Okay, so we've got white to cyan, yellow to magenta, and green to pink. So we have white to cyan. No, why does it always do that to me? Yeah, I figured it'd be the other dots that I need to change. Wait, I think I've got it. Sweet! Good job. You did it. Huh, nice work. Very impressive. Kind of slipped into my Dio voice there, but you know what, whatever. Let's have a look inside. $100 billion. For God's sake, it's not money or porn. That's far more disturbing. Sorry, guys. Looks like all we got is a binder and a deer. So, a binder? What the hell is this? Zero just making fun of us? Buck up, it's just a fake. Alright, there's a binder in the safe. It's got 2 pieces of paper in it. Bob, Chris, John, Tony, Ian. Okay. Okay, so that's actually how I solve the far puzzle. However, what I want to do real quick is just pop this deer up here, which has got an E on it. Okay. So business cards are here, aren't they? So if I look at this, so Bob's top left, Tony's 2 below, Chris and Michael, John and Ian. Okay, and that's that one done. Carol likes being on the left and prefers to be near Bob. Oh, I didn't want to know. I didn't want to exit out. Fuck. I keep exiting out and I don't want to, for fuck's sake. Oh, that solved it. I think this is right. And let's look at the other side. Maybe the shapes look like something now. Look at the back of the business cards. Book 334. Oh, I get it. I know what a book is. Where's the bookcase? It's over here. Yeah, so there's 4 volumes of this, 3 of this, 3 of this. And there's a thing here. There's a thing up top. H E. I need to find that helmet. Is that a thing I can look at down here? Can I not stab this with the spear? That makes sense to me. Look, the laser beam's bending around inside the bottle. Yeah, it's making a parallelogram. The plot thickens. Also, I think I use this here. Ha! It opened. There's something in here. Is it a key? There's a place to use a key and I can't remember where. Also, like... Well, what do we have here? Haven't seen a computer this old in a while. There's something on the screen. Is that a lion eating a hamburger? I really don't think so. I think the lion's got 2 heads. Looks like a monster from Greek myth or something. Looks like it's asking for an ID and password under the lion. Huh. Keyboard doesn't seem to be working though. I guess we can't enter anything then. Yeah, like young boy's probably not a voice I can do. That's H, that's E. Where did I need to use the key? Oh, that was on that was for this thing probably, wasn't it? Whoa, the light on the top turned on. Looks like you managed to turn it on. Alright, it's on. Now what? Well, why don't we give it a face to look at? One of ours? Yeah. Damn. None of our faces work. Face not recognized. Gender mismatch. What does it mean, gender mismatch? Maybe it's saying that it needs a girl? But there's only 3 of us, and none of us are women. Women. None of us are women. Well, maybe if we dress Quark up like a girl. No, no way! Why don't you dress up then? No. Just thinking about it makes me want to puke. Besides, do you see a wig or makeup or anything around here? How would we get any of us to dress up like a woman anyway? Dude, you totally want to do it. No, I don't. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe. What is it? Did you have an idea? Well, it can't hurt to try. Yeah, definitely worth a shot. How long has he had that in his pocket? Looks like a piece of paper. No, it's a picture. Oh yeah, I remember him looking at that in the infirmary. Guess it's worth a shot. But that's ominous. Whoa! Oh my gosh! It's like we're in a villain's secret lair. Huh. Didn't think that would happen. I guess the recognition worked. Yeah. So, who is this girl? Hey! Stop. Oh my god, it's Akane! What the fuck? God damn it, Akane! She's just a girl. She your granddaughter? No. Well, who is she then? And why does it recognize her? Damn it, fine. You've already seen her after all. Oh! She is the dead woman, isn't she? Her name is Akane Kurashiki. I've been looking for her for a long time. Why? Because she's his first love. No! You've got it wrong. I'm not Junpei. But you carry that picture everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. And when you don't think anybody's watching, you talk to it. I've seen you do it. Huh. Didn't mark you for a hopeless romantic, Tenmyoji. Look, it's not about love, and I'm not a goddamn romantic. Okay, okay. You don't want to talk about her. I get it. What the God damn it, Akane. That's slowly becoming my catchphrase throughout this entire series. Look. Oh, hey, there's the helmet for the suit of armor. Sweet. So that goes on here. Yes, that suits him. So that's got an L on his face. Now, one final question is, what's this? Looks like one of those vacuuming robots you see on TV. You got me. Looks like a machine of some sort. Well, is it turned on? Don't think so. Let's see if... Nope, no look. Huh. Nothing. Might as well give up. Yeah, let's go look at something else. Can always come back for later. Right. One thing I need to do is examine this damn thing. Looks like a tablet. It work? No. There's an empty slot in the back. So it doesn't have a battery? Guess not. Then maybe if we can find a battery, we might be able to turn it on. Why? I'm still like, why is Akane the key to this? Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Still starting up. What happens if I pull this? There's a lever next to the chair. Why don't you pull it? What's gonna happen? Come on, is it really that hard to figure out? You think it's gonna go back into the wall? Pull the damn thing and find out. Alright. Guess I'll start by sitting in the chair. And I pull the lever. Here I go! P. And a battery. Looks like there's something on the table. Is that a battery? Sweet. And the tablet's on. Okay, turn back. Because I see what I had to do while sat in this chair. Yeah, and then Huh? What's that? Think maybe it's an eye watching us? I don't think so. I think it's a target. Like a bullseye? Yeah, you're supposed to shoot it. Shoot it with what? Don't be an idiot. You've already got what you need. Yeah, got the slingshot. Whoa, hold on there. Do you actually have something to fire? Oh, no, guess I don't. What are you gonna shoot it with then? With mind bullets! That's telekinesis, Kyle! I was gonna say, I was just about to do the Tenacious D thing and then it did it for me. That's fucking brilliant. Anyway, I figured that'd slip your mind like everything else. Here, I grabbed this off the floor earlier. Take it. Oh, this is the key we used. Thanks, man. Guess I don't have to use my special psychic powers after all. Here goes. Aiming. 3, 2, 1. Fire! Whoa, nice aim. You got it right in the center. So yeah, we've got hell, and then the one behind me says help. Make it look like an H, an E, and an L. So I've got the tablet now. Looks like you got the tablet to turn on. Look, it says something showed up on the screen. It's the 4-digit password. Help. There we go. You did it. Good work, Sigma. Take a look at the screen. Ah, and that's my password to the safe. Can I examine this again? Okay, so there is another thing for me to do. This never had a point to it, right? Neither did this terminal. Well, that might be story related, so... Huh? It changed. That looks like a puzzle. It is. It's a silhouette puzzle called a tangram. Tangram? Tangram. Oops. Probably should have paid attention. What am I meant to do? Move or rotate triangles and squares to get the shape you need. Oh, I need to make a parallelogram, don't I, with them? I really wish there was a better way to rotate these damn shapes. Man, I really hope this doesn't have to be very precise. I mean, it's the most hodgepodge fucking parallelogram you'll ever see, but... Oh yeah, who's the man? That was amazing! I know, that was the shittest parallelogram I've ever seen. That puzzle was really hard. Well done, Sigma. That was pretty impressive. So, what do we get? Look, there's something on the screen. ILLP? What does that mean? Ah. Ilp. Phew. Looks like it worked. Good job. That was awesome. Screen changed. And there's my secret password. That one wasn't difficult, it was just a pain in the arsehole. A right royal pain in the ass. So, I've got my archives. Sun, moon, moon. Good job! It opened! Good work. It looks kind of empty this time. There's only 2 things in here. First, we got the AB room key cards. Oh, these must be the star cards they were talking about. There are 2 of them. You guys take one and I'll take the other. Right. We're a pair, so we only need one for 2 of us. And the other thing is the key, as usual. Yes. Now we can get out of here. Great, no point sitting around. Let's go. Yeah, but about that. I really wish it wouldn't auto-change. Star, moon. Give me me gold vial. I've earned some of these. And I'm doing as I've been told. Still haven't read any of them. And because apparently they contain spoilers. I'll probably go through and read them afterwards. Dorlock, he says a lot right now. You guys ready? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go for it. Alright. 3, 2, 1. You know, I've never appreciated how nice that jingle sounds. Okay, where the hell do we go now?
No! Damn it!
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
What was it?
Oh, the picture.
The picture. Ugh, how could I forget it?
Oh yeah, we must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah, I'm going back. You 2 go on ahead to the warehouse.
I want to come with you.
Nah,
Me too.
That's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
Alright. I'll see you 2 later then.
Right.
Bye, Mr. Sigma.
I watched them jog off toward the blue door. And then they were gone. Guess I should be getting back then. I'm just reflecting. He says I've already met her, so she must be the dead woman. Why, Akane? Why are you here? And why are you dead after all the fucking shit we went through in the first game? God damn it, Akane. Can't you stay alive for once? I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there. Kay and Luna. Fi and Clover. And Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost AB room and slid his card through the reader.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw a flash of a smug grin.
There. Happy? This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it. You see? I can be considerate.
But Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here.
Yeah, where are they?
I guess they forgot something back in the room we found. I ran back to grab it real quick.
and they'll be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
While we waited, we exchanged information about the rooms we'd investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us had found anything, and we were not close to unraveling any of the increasing number of mysteries we were faced with. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. Someone's car alarm's going off outside. I really hope that's not being picked up. Before long, 20 minutes had passed since Dio opened the door, and Tenmyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
Don't you think they're taking a little long?
Yes, I'm getting worried. What if something happened to them?
I'll go have a look.
Then I shall accompany you.
Nah, I'll be fine by myself. It's not that far anyway.
Just don't look into the abyss too long, or you might become a monster.
I don't think... Okay. Look, I'm just going back to the director's office. I'll be right back, no big deal. In and out, 20-minute adventure. Come on, Morty. Right, see you guys later. I have realized that is slowly the voice I'm slipping into, but you know what? I don't care. I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse. Man, I'm concerned about what I'm about to find. Tenmyoji, Quark, you in here? Well, this is what I feared. Huh? That's odd. There's nobody here. The picture's gone, though. Tenmyoji and Quark must have been here then. The balloons popped. Laid out the floor B map. Must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that, they probably went through the warehouse and out the blue door to the elevator. Yeah, that's a much shorter route. On the other hand, I came through the red door, which is kind of the long way around. Huh. Looks like we managed to miss each other perfectly. Well, this is a huge waste of time. Shoot. Might as well head back, I suppose. I packed up the map and headed out towards the door when... Huh? There was a light on where there hadn't been a light before. What? Why is that thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work. I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable, nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously toward it. The machine was in arm's reach now. I stretched my hand out toward it, slowly.
So, you finally made it.
Hi. No, you're...
I am Zero. I was the one who brought you here. You undoubtedly have as many questions for me as there are stars in the sky.
Why is your hand green? That's the #1 question I have to start with.
As you can see, however, this is only a recording. I will therefore be unable to directly answer any questions. Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond.
Ugh. I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile and kept my bald fist at my side.
Now, where to begin?
I feel like I've seen him before.
There are many things I wish to tell you,
He's got a bracelet on.
but unfortunately, our time is limited. As such, the information I can provide is also limited. I have chosen 2 things of great importance to tell you. First, I will tell you about termites. In retrospect, I suppose that's a rather odd thing to say.
You don't say.
I imagine you look rather bewildered right now. Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects. I suspect it hardly seems fair. Nonetheless, this is very important. In a way, it will determine your fate.
Go on.
So I ask that you listen carefully. Have you ever seen a termite mound? They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art.
A termite mound's the one that they build in spirals because they build them in the shade of the sun. So, like, they build it round as the sun moves.
Termites are natural architects, and their mounds are both structurally sound and make excellent use of space. So, are they following some sort of plan as they build? Are there termite blueprints detailing which room goes where? No, of course not. Each termite is simply an oblivious cog in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of termite DNA. It is doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create.
I can't help but feel like this is a metaphor.
But a human does. We can appreciate the elegant forms of their alien cathedrals. We can see the simple beauty of their perfect functionality. We can understand the splendid planning of their structure. In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds. Now, consider humans. Why are we alive? Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create? From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth. We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human DNA. No doubt you see now what this analogy is supposed to illustrate. Yes, I mean to say humans are not different from termites. We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal. You might say we don't understand what we're building. Only an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing.
This is like one of the arguments people use to say that God exists, from what I remember.
Imagine how we might look to such an intelligence. We may be building some structure so perfect and elegant, we can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial. If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty.
Are you referring to the morphogenetic field again?
And you are about to catch a glimpse of it. Or have you already? Well, that's enough on that subject, I think.
Oh, is he? I think he's talking about the metaverse, the multiverse. This isn't Persona 5.
Consider what I've said. Now, let's move on to the second topic. It is somewhat more immediately meaningful to your life, and, in fact, the lives of several billion other people. I realize this is rather sudden, but I have a password for you. It is the password to disarm the bomb, numbered 1.
Oh, that's real helpful. The bomb?
Are you ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention. The password to disarm the number 1 bomb is BQZ RGJ DXR.
Where's my phone or something to take this down? I had no idea what he was talking about. I do! What bomb? Were we saying there were bombs too? If he guessed at my future confusion, he'd showed no sign of it.
That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey. Before I go, however, I have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw here. If you do, you will be penalized immediately. I hope we will meet again someday. We would have much to discuss.
Wait! God damn, you can't just sprout that crap and disappear! I find myself yelling at empty air. The hologram had disappeared. What kind of an idiot does he take me for? Termites? Other dimensions? How did that have anything to do with kidnapping us? Shit! I kicked out at a nearby shelf.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Do you reckon Tenmyoji and Quark saw this and that's why they took so long?
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Aw, crap. I need to get back. Not like there's any point staying here. I spun around and ran out of the room toward the warehouse.
Grandpa, look! Mr. Sigma's back!
Took you long enough.
Where are the others?
In the AB rooms.
They went in already?
Yep.
Why didn't you two? Have you been waiting for me?
Yeah. Grandpa said there was something he had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
Oh?
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you we're going to choose ally this round. That's it.
And you had to tell me that no matter what. Seems kinda pointless. I mean, words are cheap. You can promise whatever you want.
True, but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick.
You get 9 BP whether you get 2 or 3 points.
Exactly. That being the case, we don't have any reason to betray you.
But why risk it?
And if we both choose ally, we both gain points.
Yeah, but I can't get out of here. True, but you must have considered that I'll choose betray. I will put in you choose betray to protect yourselves.
But that's why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Mm-hmm.
Can I trust you?
Of course.
Alright, tell me one thing. Let's say we both do this and both ally. Everybody gets 2 points. That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you. But I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't gonna open the door, the number 9 door, and leave us in this lurch?
I can guarantee it.
How?
I can give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door, even if I have enough points to do so. I swear it. We aren't going to abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
I swear too. I promise.
Man, so all you've got's a promise, huh?
When I make a promise, I keep it. Trust me.
Please!
To be fair, he did.
Trust us.
Alright, fine. I'll trust you.
2 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We're counting on you, Sigma.
You've got to choose ally. You promised.
With that, they turned and ran into the AB room second from the right. Well, guess I should get moving. There's no one else here to convince me otherwise, is there?
One minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tenmyoji? Well, I could believe they were telling the truth and still betray them. That would bring my BP to 6. I'd be that much closer to 9. Choosing betray would guarantee that they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. Betrayal seemed like a safe bet. But
Please! You've got to trust us. You've got to choose ally.
Well, I mean, I'll end up doing both probably, so.
You promised.
Tenmyoji I could betray easily enough, but Quark? The hell was I going to do?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, we'll do this systematically and see what happens.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
He also did pop that balloon, but we never looked it in the director's office, did we?
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Motherfuckers! Huh. I bet that middle betray was Clover's choice. Actually, yeah, 'cause she's got enough BP to escape.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Also, Alice, Fire, and Dio cannot trust each other for shit.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey! What the hell, guys? Why'd you betray me?
Quark had nothing to do with this. I made the vote.
Grandpa.
Alright, fine. Why'd you break your promise, Tenmyoji?
I only promised you one thing. We wouldn't open the number 9 door, even if we got 9 points.
What? So, you're not gonna leave?
Not what I said. Of course we're going to leave.
What?
Look, see Clover over there?
What? Don't tell me! For fuck's sake, Clover, 2 times in the goddamn episode. Or at least 2 times in a recording session. I don't know if I've split this at this point.
Oh no.
Jeez.
That bitch!
Wait. Quark and Tenmyoji have...
The words were barely out of her mouth when Tenmyoji and Quark ran past.
No! God damn it!
Clover, are you really going to leave? Well, yeah. Why else would I open the door?
But why?
I'm going to go call the others, so we can capture Zero Senior.
I think he's already dead.
Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry, everybody.
So Sigma, happy? I kept my promise. Clover opened the door, not me.
Like hell I'm happy! That's some shady shit, Tenmyoji. Also, like, I'm also slipping into Zack as well, but whatever.
If you say so. I have to get out of here, and that's that.
But Akane's dead!
He's gotta pay for what he's done.
He?
Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah. No point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
What?
Care
to share that with the rest of us?
The number 9 door has been opened.
Shut up, announcer.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Tenmyoji knows.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Time to move.
Right.
Oh, wait. This is for you, Mr. Sigma.
Quark held something out. I look down and see 2 pieces of folded paper. What is this?
It's a letter. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game. I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is. So, read it, okay?
He pressed it into my hand.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
Then he turned and ran toward the door, Tenmyoji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter I didn't even try to stop them. Before I could think of anything to say.
See you.
Goodbye.
Do I get to read this letter before it gives me a bad end?
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Shit! They're gone.
All we can do now is hope they bring help back.
Indeed.
I agree.
I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting was still slightly uneven, but he'd filled both pages with writing. I began to read. That's a bad omen. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt. Somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. Guess I was kind of a pain, huh? What? But he didn't give up, and now here I am. When he found me, I was really, really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. A quark is a really, really small thing, and I was really, really small too. Grandpa didn't need to worry though, because it turned out I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and he drove off. I rolled out and went off the back, but I didn't even get scratched. I started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. I didn't get hurt then either. When I was 3, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but eventually I got better. I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that, and I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I'd started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings, and he'd fix it up or pull out the useful parts and sell them. There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which parts were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually though, I just wanted to hear how I could, or wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theatre. The theatre came to town once a week in a wagon. They'd show old news or movies. I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies. Oh yeah, I didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town trying to find somebody who'd take me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he'd asked her if she would take me too. I got to admit, I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing someone that lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to take me somewhere else. Tried to get someone else to take me. That mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he bragged to everybody about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "Must be hard not having a mother." Never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think maybe he really didn't want me. If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. He went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone before. When we got in, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look he had, and I thought, oh no, he's going to make me work here, but I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, and then he picked me up and sat me down at the stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid. My legs just dangled off of it. It seemed really, really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back over with a glass of scotch and another big glass full of something else. I downed Grandpa's scotch. He was very angry that day. As I looked closer, I realized the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquor with a scoop of ice cream in it. Took me a minute to realize what it was. A root beer float. I'd have gone with Coke personally, but yeah, whatever. I'd never seen one before. I was so surprised. Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. To me and the other kids, it seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. But there it was, right in front of me. I stared at the float. I still wasn't sure if it was real at that point, and then turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. I didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He'd already turned around and moved off though, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring at it when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted. His gruff voice sounded like an angel's. Is this really mine? He nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. I never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the world. That's not an exaggeration, I really thought that. The root beer float was delicious, but what made me even happier was Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. I know that's gotta be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. Right then, I didn't care if he'd just found me or adopted me or not. He bought me a root beer float. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother but never tasted root beer. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good. Until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I tore one of my shoes that morning, and some old drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I found was totally useless. The day was almost over, and I was fed up, so I just grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I'd found to Grandpa, he frowned. He started going through each thing I'd brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad and just yelled, "I don't care!" Then he got mad, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I was pretty upset, and I started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went and hid in an abandoned building, but by then I'd started to calm down and think that maybe I should go back and apologize. It had started raining pretty hard though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. But that was just an excuse. The truth was that I was nervous. Part of me knew I'd done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. The rain didn't stop though, so I just sat staring out at the gloomy grey sky. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night, and he never showed up. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home. I was about halfway when I heard somebody groaning. At first I thought I should just ignore it and not get involved, but I went over anyway and it was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there for a really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly and said he was glad I was safe. He'd spent all night out in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me so long that he'd collapse. That was horrible. He'd hear me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised to whatever God might be listening that if they would only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. He got a real bad fever and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. Doctor said if that'd keep up, he'd die. If he died, then I'd be all alone. There wouldn't be anybody left to care about me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck on to Grandpa, because a week later his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but when the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started to talk, and it only took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained that he was an old man, and that he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone, but maybe he'd been a little too strict. All the selfish things about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried when I ran off, and he'd gone out in the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and he said, "Of course not." He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because of that he'd have to give up on pretty much everything else in life. But when he took me in and started raising me, he felt like he'd gotten some of what he'd lost back. That was when I decided I'd stay with him forever, even if he said I couldn't. Am I meant to be seeing something here? Because all I'm getting is, like, black screen. Oh, no, we've got credits for once! Holy shit, we've got credits! I achieved an ending to this game! Like, not a bad ending! That's surprising, actually! Also, like, I was gonna say, Mars mission operator? Oh yeah, there was that guy that read the radio announcement, wasn't there? I was like, there were some things there that didn't quite make sense in Quark's letter. Like, he always had the formula with him. And the fact that he fell down the stairs and was fine, that's another thing that's a bit... Like, I don't know, he rolled off the truck or something, and then he fell off the back of down the stairs. Like, fuck Quark. Are you not human? It can't be because he's growing up. I don't know. Also, really fucking touching moment for Tenmyoji and Quark. Like, it was pretty touching, like, when Quark woke up and all that, but damn. This music's kind of dope, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I've achieved, like, an ending so far. And I got, like, one of Quark's notes or whatever. I also got a code to defuse one of the bombs, so that's good. I feel like I'm gonna need to get the other two, though, aren't I? Man, this music's really good. I'm just sat listening to it and thinking about everything. I'm just trying to come up with a reason as to why Tenmyoji's looking for Akane. Because it was definitely the picture of young Akane from way back from 999. And he says, I've already met her, which means she's the dead lady. Which is real fucking sad. The Tenmyoji end. Is there an end for each character? In Root Beer Veritas. I need to count how many of these, like, little squares there are. But that would make sense if there's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's one for each of us, by the looks of this. I wonder if... Well, I will say, I wonder if I could get one this side, but I feel like this episode's gone on long enough. So, what I'm going to do, probably, is start the next episode with the alternate path for down here. And then we're gonna probably just branch off this way and see what happens. Okay? Okay. Sounds like a good idea. I say sounds like. It's, what I'm going to do. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Virtue's Last Reward. If you liked the video in any capacity, give the video a like down below. Leave a comment on, I don't know. I was not we have heard other people's backstories. I was not expecting Tenmyojis to be so fucking sad. Like, it's like sad but heartwarming at the same time because of him and Quark. And it's just like, ah, it's so sweet. But, yeah. Damn, this game's real good. And if you want to see more of this game, consider subscribing to the channel. You'll get alerts as to when either this or Angels of Death come out. Speaking of, I need to make a vlog about my plans going forth, actually. But, hey-ho, we'll do that when either this or Angels of Death finishes. Whichever happens first. Probably Angels of Death, but, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've been Nix, and I will see you guys next time. Laters!